Hi everyone! This Ladylike charm video will be your guide to developing and using effective study habits as requested by one of our lovely viewers. This way you will study smart to achieve your goals in an organized and steady pace and be a responsible, focused, successful, and elegant student who always completes their tasks wholeheartedly and on time and puts 110% into everything you do to get the best grades you can. With these 10 tips, you will learn how to study smarter and not harder, and use them to create your own study routine that works best for you. Let's begin with tip number 1. The first step is to have a study space. Now, it doesn't have to be somewhere special. You just need a place that is bright and warm and where you can be the most focused, productive, and comfortable. Also, make sure it is its own study spot designated only for studying, where you have enough room to spread your textbooks, notes, and any other materials you may need. And make sure it is an area free of distractions so you may feel comfortable and are able to focus on your studies as much as possible. Think about what works best for you and take the time to get it just right. The second tip is to minimize distractions. This is why it's important to study in a place free of distractions, because when you are distracted while studying, you can lose your train of thought and are unable to focus on your work. This will lead to ineffective studying, so it's best to study in an area away from interruptions and be sure you already have all of your materials with you to avoid interrupting your concentration, as well as keeping the TV off and putting your phone on silent and out of sight. If you are working on a computer, save the internet and social media until you've completed your work. I know it's not the easiest thing to do, but don't worry, everything will still be there after you've finished all your homework. Remember, this is all for your success, and now you can work in an environment that is free of distractions so you will be most focused and productive. One of the best ways to minimize distractions is to just start, which is our third tip to studying smart. It's very easy and common to procrastinate homework or studying because of lack of interest, distractions, or because the assignment is challenging. But if you procrastinate, your studying will become less effective and you may not understand everything you need to know for the exam. Then, from wasting time and procrastinating, this leads to not having enough time and cramming, which just doesn't work. It doesn't allow you to ask questions or get help with what you don't understand. Cramming only adds more unnecessary stress to exams and schoolwork. So to help avoid this, just start early. Work in small sections so you will learn and understand all the material. When you start to study well in advance, instead of leaving it to the last minute, this will give you time to ask questions and review topics and ideas you don't fully understand, so you may complete your work thoroughly with full effort and perform your very best on your exams. It's time to take responsibility for yourself. Know that in order to succeed, you need to make decisions about how you use your time and resources. So commit to studying a little bit each day and pace yourself so you will be able to work at a comfortable and steady pace. When you study a little bit each day and learn the material as soon as it is taught, this will help you remember it and understand it better for any upcoming exams. Learning as you go and breaking the material down into small sections will make your workload a bit easier to handle and will also reduce any exam anxiety. And this is because you have been studying from the start and will actually feel prepared. And you will see how rewarding it feels to just start something that seems challenging and actually complete it. To help you get started, have a plan of action, and this is our fourth tip to studying smarter. Having a plan of action will help you stay focused and not get distracted while you are studying. And a planner is perfect for planning your study sessions and keeping track of all of your assignments, projects, and upcoming exams. In your planner, write down the homework assigned to you for each subject and mark the dates of exams and project deadlines. This way you can see all that you have to complete and by which date. Then, organize and plan accordingly how you will complete your assignments and study in advance. Having a specific time daily dedicated to homework and studying will help you establish the habit of studying regularly and consistently. Select a reasonable amount of material to study so you won't feel overwhelmed and can give yourself enough time to thoroughly complete each assignment. By keeping a planner, this will help you keep track of your assignments and remember them so you know what to study and how to study in an organized and consistent manner. This way, you will have a better understanding of the material so you will feel prepared and confident for the exam. Remember, everyone is different, so develop a study routine that works best for you and allows you to study at a comfortable and steady pace, so you may always perform your very best on your schoolwork and exams. The fifth tip, using your resources, will help you learn as you go with your steady and consistent study routine. This all begins in the classroom. Always make sure you arrive to class on time and ready to learn, as being responsible is very elegant and respectful. When studying for an exam or doing homework, one of the best ways to digest material is to summarize the ideas, concepts, and facts into your own words. Whether you like to do this by listening, reading, writing, or with practical examples, find which method you learn best with and use it so you will understand the material well enough to summarize it in your own words. Use your textbooks and any other resources to guide you and ask your teacher if you have any questions. It's also good to read over your notes before you start studying or working on an assignment. This way, you will refresh your memory and know how to complete the assignment correctly, so your studying will now have direction and be effective. Keep in mind that we all learn in different ways, so find which way works best for you and practice it regularly and consistently, so you will understand the material thoroughly and perform your very best on your exams. In the midst of all your studying, note-taking, and hard work, don't forget tip number 6, to take breaks for yourself regularly. Sometimes, when we know we have a big test coming up, we may think that studying for as many possible hours may be the best option, but this is actually counterproductive. Just like how you wouldn't really run 24 hours a day to train for a marathon. So take a break every now and then to give yourself and your mind some time to rest. And according to studies, breaks really do help with long-term retention of knowledge and information. Just be sure to take breaks at logical points in your work so it will be easier for you to resume your studies and remember what you were working on before. A great and effective way to plan this is by studying in short 30 to 50-minute periods with 10-minute breaks in between to take some time to stretch, move around, and have something to eat. This leads us to one of the most important tips, tip number 7, take care of yourself. It's easy to lose yourself and get so caught up among all the books and notes, but you have to take some time for yourself, even during an intense study session. Taking a regular break every now and then to get yourself something to eat will help keep your brain and body well fueled so they will be working at their best. Choosing nutritious foods is the best option. Snacks such as nuts, seeds, yogurts, and berries have all been proven to aid concentration and memory, which makes them a great study snack. Also, don't forget to keep yourself well hydrated throughout the day for your brain to work at its very best. In addition to getting enough sleep, keeping a regular and consistent study schedule will allow you to be getting the rest you need, since cramming won't be necessary anymore. And with enough rest, your brain will be functioning at its very best so you may perform well on your assignments and exams. And now that you've had your nutritious and delicious snack, it's time to get back to studying. If you find yourself stuck on a problem or confused about a concept after studying for a while, try something else. Instead of just reading the same thing again and again, look for better solutions to the problem. And this is the 8th tip. Don't hesitate to ask your teachers for guidance, especially if you are having trouble grasping a new concept or understanding something you learned earlier in the year. They will be happy to help you so you may fully understand the material and perform your best on your work. Whether you're an excellent student or an average student, there's always room to improve your skills. Look for alternative sources of information, such as websites, study guides, or even a classmate for assistance, and utilize them so you may understand and know all the material you need to know so you may perform your very best on your assignments and exams. The ninth tip is to keep your goal in mind always. The key to being confident in your studies is to practice positive thinking. I know this isn't the easiest thing, especially when it comes to school, but realize that school and learning is important and can help shape your future in some way. You don't have to absolutely love school, but you also don't have to think about it in such a negative way all the time either. Focus on always doing your very best and plan on getting the best grades you can with every assignment and exam you take. Before you start studying, set a goal for that session that supports your overall academic goal and remind yourself of it every time you need motivation. Having a goal for each study session will make your study session more effective and give it direction and help you feel motivated as well. Think about your future and put effort into achieving it. The best part is that when you stay positive, believe in yourself, and keep your mind on a big picture, your mind will be free to focus on your studies rather than be consumed by negative thoughts. So now you will be more likely to do better on your studies as you are confident that you will succeed. When exam time comes along, keep your goals and positive thoughts in mind. It's okay to feel a bit nervous, but feel more confident in knowing that if you have followed your study routine regularly and consistently, and have been revising your classwork, there really isn't a need to worry. Be calm, positive, confident, and eager to achieve your goals and doing the very best you can. And finally, after you've finished that long report, homework assignment, or taking your exam, and walk out of the classroom feeling confident and knowing you did your very best, reward yourself. And this is the last, but most definitely not the least, study smart tip. Whether it's celebrating with your friends or treating yourself to a nice and relaxing spa day, the endless choices are up to you, and you deserve it. Enjoy the feeling of knowing you did your very best and the satisfaction of being productive and completing all of your assignments with effort and on time. Hopefully these tips will be helpful to you, and you will use them to create your own study smart routine that you will practice regularly and consistently, so you will be well prepared, whether it's for an assignment or an exam, and perform your very best on all of your studies. Don't get discouraged and don't give up. Just keep on doing your very best and work toward achieving your goals little by little each day. You have a mind and so much potential. You are capable of achieving so many incredible things. You just have to believe in yourself and just start. And I believe in you. Thank you so very much for watching, and I wish you all the best with your studies.